Oh, that cuts my face off. There we go. What is up, McDavid crew? Let's talk New Year's revolutions. Resolutions? Revolutions. Pretty sure it's resolutions. Anyway, we're going to talk about those today. Today is December the 3rd, or not December, January the 3rd, 2018. So, or 19. I'm still getting used to it. I have four, if you want to be technical, major goals this year. Not New Year resolution. They are resolutions, just they're my goals and resolutions for this year. I only want to focus on these 4 things, and I want these 4 things to happen or to not happen. We'll see. Okay, well, let's talk about the first one that is big for me and Trey. The very first one that I want to talk about is we want to get a van. We need a van. Obviously, our car that we have is not big enough. We have a family of 5. So it's me, Trey, Nevaeh, Ella, and Amelia. If you're new to this channel and you're just watching this, hi. That's who is in our family. We have a almost 5-year-old, an almost 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. She just turned 1 in December. I'm about to be 22, and Trey will be 21. We're married of almost 3 years, been together for 7. So there's a little backstory if you're new. Hi, what's up? But let's jump right back into that New Year's resolution. So the van. I'm picky. I know what van I want, but obviously me and Trey don't have, with the money that Trey makes right now, we don't have enough money to afford the van that we want. And I'm kind of getting out of that picky stage because the van that I want is still very expensive. We have a budget. We're just not explaining that budget right now. And if you want me to talk more into the budget, I can. Sorry about the kids. Like I said, I have 3 kids and they're in the next room. Right here on the other side of the wall playing. But anyway, so one of our, we need a van. That's really like our biggest thing right now, is we need a van. There's no ifs, there's no ands or buts about it. We need a van. Like I said, we're a family of 5. So one that's either like, you know, the 2 up front obviously, and then you've got like 2 in the middle and then 3 in the back. That would be fine, but I prefer row seats all the way back. That way it's 6 and, like, you know, 8. I can fit 8 people in there, so it'd be me, Trey, my kids, or our kids, and then I could fit 3 more siblings in there because we always have somebody over here. It's either Kylie and Timmy, or Timmy and Alyssa, or Timmy and Bree, or Bree and Alyssa, or Bree, Alyssa, Timmy. It's always somebody, and we always want to go out and do stuff, but we always have them, so we really can't. So that is why we want the van. That is our biggest resolution. Our second biggest resolution, this is mine and Trey's like resolution together. We only have 2 that are together, and then I have 2 more that are personally mine. I don't know about Trey. If you all want to hear his, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll have him make a video. But our second biggest resolution is we want to get a house. We live in a 3-bedroom apartment right now, and it's spacious. It is. The living room's a good size. You know, we have a sectional in it, so if that doesn't say anything, it's a good size. We have a pretty good sized kitchen. The bedrooms. Okay, sorry, I heard someone's voice. That was not mine. Anyway, or my kids. Anyway, the bedrooms, they're a nice size. It's a 3-bedroom. The only disclaimer for us is that there's no yard. Like, they have a yard, but it's disgusting. Like, the neighbors, they have cats and dogs. Well, there's like neighborly cats everywhere. And then some of our neighbors have dogs, and they let them out, and they go and they shit, poop, and they don't clean it up. So it just kind of makes it harder for us to allow our kids to go outside and play when we know that there's poop everywhere, because Nevaeh and Ella love to roll down the hills, which there's one over there, but that's where they all take their dogs. It's disgusting. So we don't want to live here anymore, obviously. But our goal is we want a 3-bedroom house with a finished basement, or we want a 4-bedroom house with a finished basement. So anywhere between a 3 and 4-bedroom house with a basement. Like, it doesn't have to be all carpeted and stuff like that. We can buy rugs and put them down there because we want to make a game room and then a guest room. That's why we want a basement. And the 4 bedrooms, you're probably like, why do they need 4 bedrooms? Well, because eventually Ella's not going to want to share with Amelia, and Amelia's not going to want to share with Ella. The older Ella gets, the more meaner Ella gets. Not going to lie, she's actually a lot fussier than what we was hoping she would be, like a lot more fussier. So 4 bedrooms would definitely be good. We would be able to, you know, put their own individual toys in there. They wouldn't have to share dressers. Like, Nene has her own room, which this is her room right there, like on this wall. And then all the toys are in her room. And then Amelia and Ella share the room that's on this side of the wall. And Millie's toys are in there. Ella's clothes are in a dresser. And then Millie's clothes are in like one of those totes that you pull. So all in all, a 3 bedroom, oh god, beep beep, beep back. So a 3 or 4 bedroom is ideal. That's what we want with the finished basement. Our next, okay, this is not mine and Trace. These next 2 are mine. So my first resolution is to lose weight. I am not happy with the way that I look. I feel like that is part of the problem for me. I want to lay in the bed a lot. I want to sleep most of the time. And I feel like if I lost weight, moved around more, I would be a lot more happier with the way that I am. I'm pretty. I think I'm pretty anyway. Just, my body's not. I think the only thing that I actually like on my body is my feet. And that's when my toes are painted. And I hate feet, except for mine and my kids. And my legs, except for my calves. I like my thighs, let's put it that way. I really like my thighs. But everything else about my body I completely hate. And I know you're not supposed to hate yourself or like your body. I'm trying to stop crying, or from crying, sorry. Okay, so after that last clip, I had to pause it and take a break because I had to take a breather and cry for a second. So, as you all know, like the last clips said, my third goal, my actual goal, my resolution, revolution, whichever it's called, is to lose weight. I'm not going to get all teary-eyed on this, hopefully. I can't make any promises. But that is my goal. Right now I'm past 200 pounds. I'm not going to say exactly how much I weigh because I'm not comfortable with that. I am with a lot of family. Like, I can tell my family how much I weigh, but I'm not comfortable announcing that right now. My goal is to get to 160, my eyes twitching, to get to like 160 or like 155 at the least. And then I want to build up some muscle and everything. And in the past video, I think it was, like the previous video that I posted, I believe, or like the So It Begins video, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. That video, I talked about having to have 3 major surgeries. I don't know why I said 3. I'm pretty sure that's only 2. I probably said 3 because I want to get a gastric bypass if working out does not help, like doesn't help me lose weight. I don't eat a lot. I could literally, I wake up in the morning, I don't eat breakfast. I usually drink a cup of coffee, but I don't put sugar in it. I do use creamer. So that was one of the surgeries I was talking about, but that's if my insurance will cover it. I meet the weight to get it. I have tried everything. I have tried eating healthy. I have tried to stop eating bread, pasta. I've stopped drinking pop for weeks at a time and like none of the weight would come off. I hear stories of people stop drinking pop and then all of a sudden in a month they lose like 15 pounds, but that wasn't the case for me. I would go 2 or 3 weeks without drinking pop and I would do squats, and I really can't do a lot because of my back, so I can't do like sit-ups and stuff because when my spine is curved and I have those discs, it actually hurts. But I was doing other exercises to try and lose weight and it wasn't helping. So worst comes to worst, if jogging and going walking 3 times a week doesn't help for now, I'm going to get into a gym eventually. That is when Trey gets his next check. I'm going to call and get a month subscription or whatever, and I'm going to go to the gym 3 days a week, every week, and my brother Timmy is going to watch them. Little does he know. So if he's watching this, hi Timmy, you're gonna be watching the kids 3 days a week for me. Whether I have to go early in the morning, like on Saturday or something, and Sunday, or whether I have to go later in the night, I am going to go to the gym 3 days a week whenever I get everything set. But that's a whole nother different story. Let's talk about my last goal. This is a silly goal and revolution. Put down below which one it is, because obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. But okay, so this one is the silly one. The last revolution for me is, drum roll please, brrr, boing, not to get pregnant. Not to get pregnant. I don't want another kid right now. I have 3 and I'm content with the 3 that I have. All of them are girls. I'm terrified of having another girl. Who knows? We might get pregnant and have like another boy, but I don't want that to happen for another, well, Amelia's 1 now, so for another 4 years. And 4 to 5 years, I don't want another kid until 4 or 5 years from now. That is my resolution. You guys are probably like, okay, well, why doesn't she want a kid? So, a little backstory so you all understand why I don't want another kid. Sorry, someone texted me. And not because I don't like my kids. I love my kids, and I would not care to have another kid if, 1, we had the money, 2, I had the mindset to actually do it. I can literally barely I cannot handle my 3 kids. They're bad, and they team up against you. Like, they may only be 4, almost 5, almost 3, and then 1, but they're bad. Like, they are bad to the bone, literally. Nevaeh and Ella throw hands at each other. They fight, they scream, they hit, they kick, they punch, bite, throw drinks at each other, throw food at each other. And then Amelia, she's just right in the mix. She may only be a year old, but if Ella screams at her, she's screaming at Ella back. And if Ella hits her, she's hitting Ella back. And I have tried everything. So mentally, my mind is not prepared for another child. Neither is my body. I think that's one reason I have a lot of back pains and like body issues, is because I did not give my body time to bounce back. For those of you who don't know, I got pregnant at a young age, which was 16. I had Nevaeh at 17. So in 2014, I got pregnant in 2013, had her in 2014 in February. And then I got pregnant in 2015 with Ella, and I had her in March of 2016. And then I got pregnant, well, I didn't get pregnant in 2017, so there was like a year between Amelia and Ella. I got pregnant in 2018 when, around the time Ella turned a year, or no, not a year, sorry. Around the time Ella turned 2 years old is whenever I found out I was pregnant, or like a little after she turned a year old, or 2 years old, is when I found out I was pregnant. And I had Amelia in December of, not 18. Why did I say 18? I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. Okay, so pretend I didn't say any of that. What I'm trying to say is, I had Ella in 2016 in March. I got pregnant in 2017. I had Amelia in December of 2017. So this past December, just a couple days ago, like 2 weeks ago, Amelia turned a year old. And so there was no break, actually. I said there was a year break between Ella and Amelia, but there wasn't. I was lying. Around the year that Ella turned a year old, not 2, a year old, that's when we found out I was pregnant with Amelia. So in 2017, almost 2 years ago, in March, I think is when we found out I was pregnant with her. A little after March is when we found out I was pregnant with Amelia. She was kind of planned, but not really. Like, we wanted a kid. We knew we wanted one. We was trying, but we didn't expect to get pregnant. And you guys are probably thinking, okay, so you're 21 and 20, and you have 3 kids, the ages of 5, almost 3, and then a baby who literally just turned a year old. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I know, trust me. But you know, life happens and things get in the way. Not in the way. They're not in the way at all. Like, we love them. And that's just a whole another story. So if you would like to hear that whole other story, something's floating around me, just let me know. I thought it would be fun to discuss our New Year's resolutions. Like I said, 2 of them are mainly mine, and then 2 of them are mine and Trey's goals. And those are the main important goals for us right now, which is to get a van and to get a house. We want to eventually, if we can get a house, that would be great. But everyone's like, oh, well, you all have a bank account, so do a rent-to-own or get a loan and rent-to-own this home. And that's not our plan. Our plan is we want to be here. We don't want to have a kid right now. Like, we want Amelia to be about 6 or 7 before we have another kid. So that would put, okay, let's see, 6 or 7. So 5 years from now, Amelia will be 6. 5 years from now, Nevaeh will be 10, almost 10. 5 years from now, Ella will be 13, right? Or not 13, 9? No, 8. She'll be 8. So we'll have a 10, 8, and a 6-year-old. 10, 8, 6. And we want to move to, I want to move to Utah. And 5 years from now, we don't know what's going to happen. Like, not wishing any bad on mine and Trey's relationship, because we do have a lot of problems, but for like 5 years from now, we don't know if we're going to be together, so we don't know if we're going to want the same things. I mean, heck, 5 years from now, we don't even know if we'll still want to move. I know that I will. Like, I want to move now. I want to get out of Kentucky. I don't want to be here anymore. There's nothing but drama, bad luck, and everything else like that. And I feel like if we moved to Utah, then, because I've done my research, I know that I want to live there. I know that things cost more than what they do where we live now. I know that. But there's also a lot of good job opportunities up there for Trey that he could get. So, and I want to work. I want to go to college, and I want to be able to do, you know, so-and-so. But then again, I just want to move to Utah for its beauty. There you have a lot of hiking scenes, and I've been really wanting to go hiking a lot. That's obviously not a reason to move there, but I will mentally, physically, literally, and on be happier if we was to move. So that's also another goal, I guess. Revolution. It might happen in 5 years. It might happen next year. Heck, it might even happen this year. You never know. You guys are probably thinking, but that is literally miles and miles away from your family. That is literally a day worth of traveling, like, from your family. We know. We've talked about it. We've discussed it. And it's not really about the family. It's about what me, Trey, want and what we think is best for the girls and for our marriage. And we both think that is a great idea. That it's I mean, I'm just babbling on and on. Like, this was supposed to be like a resolution video, but those are our resolutions. So moving to Utah is one of our goals, and it's going to be an every year goal, resolution, happy New Year's resolution, whatever, until we actually achieve it. At least that's going to be my goal. I know that I want to go there. I mean, heck, if I have to go, like, if we move there and Trey doesn't want to work in a factory, I'll go work in a factory. There's a couple of YouTubers that I watch. You guys may know them, or not know them, but know of them, and one of their now fiancés, worked in a factory. He made so-and-so amount of money monthly, and they lived in an apartment that cost like $800 a month, and was still able to afford whatever they wanted to afford. Of course, the fiancé was doing YouTube, but she wasn't getting paid a lot from it. And that, everyone who lives in Utah just seems so happy. Everyone here is like down, and I honestly think that moving to Utah would be the best idea. It would be awesome. It would be great, amazing, and I personally would love it. The kids will miss their grandparents, especially their Nunu and their nanny. That's like their favorite people. Oh, and their pop-pops. Ella loves her pop-pops. But, you know, even if we don't move, like, we could go up there and visit. and see if we like it for a vacation one year. And if we fall in love with it, then we fall in love with it. But if not, then okay. So it is what it is. But that's it for today's video, and we'll see you guys in our next video. I hope you all enjoyed. I think for our next video, I'm going to do a what my kids eat in a day, so keep a lookout for that. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye!